Hello, Leo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden. Website at the bottom, liminal11.com, liminal11.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you're interested. What'd you spot on my box? Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website on the back, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Okay, what do we have for Leo? Ooh, that's a good one for you. That's another good one for you. What's going on? Okay. Wow. All right. So far, I think this is the best one I've done so far. I think you're the sixth one I've done for this series, and yours is the best so far. So, somebody's sitting this one out. So this could be a partner, romantic partner, could be a friend, somebody who's usually there with you or tends to be around and tends to support you. I do see somebody as sitting this one out, and I'm getting like, this is for the best because it's no harm, no foul, and while this person's sitting this one out, it's going to just make it easier for you to fly through and move through with what you need to move through. There may be, the person who's sitting out might have some objections to what you're about to do, and you don't have to deal with that in this situations. For whatever reason. Maybe it's the amount of money you're spending, maybe it's who you're talking to, maybe it's what you have to do to get things to move forward. It's up to you, whatever feels right to you. But this person who's sitting this one out does seem to be kind of like making it easier for you to get what you want out of the situation. While this person is sitting it out, though, you are getting involved in something pretty deeply. You got a whole new situation coming in, and I feel like this is a situation that you're going to be quite deep into. You might be joining an organization. The person, again, that's sitting this one out, they won't be joining this organization. Or the only other version I see that they might later on join this same situation at a very diminished role, and they won't understand your connection or how deep you actually are in it. So keep that in mind. Whatever it is, it comes in fast for you, though. When you first get involved in it, I feel like you're missing that energy. You're kind of like, I want that backup energy. I would prefer that was here. It's not like you need them to get things done, but it's kind of like, I just like that person there because they tell me the truth and they keep me up to date on what's going on around me. They're the extra eyes and the extra set of ears I can trust to know that what's going on around me is what I think it is and that nobody's going to catch me off guard. Not that I can't handle it on my own anyway, but still, it's nice to have that there. At first, you seem like, it feels like I'd rather have it there than not have it there, but I'm getting, again, by this energy, calling or sitting this one out, it does seem to make it flow a lot easier for you because I feel like I'm not holding back and I'm not second guessing anything. I'm just going right through it on the natural Leo energy, the natural Leo wave, if you will. Wave of fire, but still it's a wave. Excuse me. It does seem to be happening really fast. Like, I'm trying to understand what's going on here. I feel like it's not the initial start that I'm feeling comfortable with this person sitting it out. I feel like it's the conflict that I'm about to hit halfway through here. Because you have a lot of energy. When Leo needs to say something, Leo will say something. I don't think of Leo as shy in any sense of the word. I've met some that are kind of reluctant, but still very bold. I thought it was interesting. I had a couple of Leos. I've met two I can think of that told me they were shy, and I remember thinking to myself, sure. Because they're very forward, and they'll tell you what they think, and they're not really, I don't think of them as shy, but to them, they say they hold back a lot. I'm not arguing that they do, but it's just like, Leo is a bold energy, like I have to tell you, right? Somebody comes forward and is going to get in your way. When they get in your way, they're going to find out very quickly that that was a bad idea. There will be a bit of a messy circumstance here where there's a lot of people involved. I feel like when you just have a knee-jerk reaction, could be a little bit brutal. You're not going to hold back. Maybe say a little bit more than you should. But I also feel like you're going to end up victorious in this situation. Whoever stands in your way, what happens with them? Eight of Swords, half in, half out. And then this, I feel like they're not going to want anything to do with you. They may still be around, but they're not going to want anything to do with you. Which keeps them from being a problem later on down the road. If you're involved with it, they don't want anything to do with it. So whatever you want to do, you're free and clear. This is the one person who would be a problem for you, and this one incident turns them right off to you, which actually works to your favor in the long run. I keep feeling like the person who's sitting this one out would not be happy about this. That's fine, but I feel like that this is not for them to be a part of. So maybe they wouldn't be happy about it, but that's, I don't know. I feel like this is not what this is meant to be. This is not for them to be here. Somebody's sitting this one out. I'm also noticing that this other person here in the future, once you come in conflict with them, they're also going to sit this one. They're also going to sit out. They're not going to deal with it either. You seem to have free reign here. That initially makes you happy. What is that? Like, what are we talking over there? There's like a very interesting thing here. Because I feel like initially I'm very happy that you have free reign. The person that you wanted to come along with you didn't come, but they're your sounding board, they didn't come. Somebody else tries to get in your way. I think you flat out flatten them. You just flatten them. They don't get in your way again. Because of that, you have free reign. Nobody seems to challenge you after that. Can you explain this card here? You got the Four of Cups with the Ace of Cups. And it's kind of like making me feel like I'm nervous about being here in the front. Okay, so the Three of Pentacles and then the Strength card on its side. Even though initially you're happy that there's nothing in your way, you have free reign to do as you will, to do as you want. Nobody's literally getting in your way. But you're smarter than that. Because you know, without somebody there to like give you that heads up, you could go pretty far down the road before you realize, oh, this was a bad choice. And I feel like the energy I'm feeling is it's kind of an advanced Leo energy. I don't want to get all the way down this road without any blocks, without any problems, just to realize this was not the road I wanted to go. Because when there's nobody challenging me, nobody holding me back, nobody questioning me, and I just do what I want, I don't overthink it, I just keep going. And I could get pretty far down a road before I realize, hey, I don't want this. Now I got to move on a different direction. Not that it's that bad, but I feel like you're very used to the criticism. And maybe you've made friends with it. So you got a lot coming in here. The question is there a way for you to find another check, another balance here for yourself? Seven of Cups, which is a lot of ideas, and then the Star card on its side. You will know of people around you who will not just agree with you. You will see them right off. The one you had that argument with in the beginning, I think they're done. They're done. But there's other people around you who are quite mouthy when they need to be. I'm saying mouthy purposely is what I'm getting. Kind of like they're not pretty the way they say stuff. They're a bit brutal, but you know when they have to say something because they pipe right up. If you want somebody to double check you, include one of those people in. Try it once. Try it every now and then. Try it every now and then. Don't lock yourself in a room with this energy. Like, don't do that to yourself. I wouldn't do that to myself if I was you. But I'm a Pisces. I'm not a Leo. You got to make your own mind up. I understand that. But don't lock yourself in. I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. Every now and then, pull one of these people into one of your situations. They'll tell you the truth. They'll tell you what they think. It'll give you something to work on. But also make sure that you can move them closer to you and move them away when you've had enough. Because I get that it's there. I just feel like don't lock it in so it's right next to you. Don't lock it in the same room with you. It does feel like it's there. There seems to be at least one person you can pull close to you. They'll start giving you attitude. That's nice. Okay, go on your way now. And then every now and then when you feel like, is this really going well? Is this really correct? I haven't really had anybody pipe up. Nobody says anything about anything I'm doing. Everybody just lets me do what I want. All right, let me get the cranky one over here. Let's find out what the cranky one has to say. Keep them around for a short period of time. They'll tell you. Then send them on their way and like, all right, let me double check what they were talking about and see if I feel like this is right or this is wrong. That seems like the best way to go. Best way if you want to check and balance. But they're also saying at this point in the game, if you get there, it's up to you to call on that. It won't show up on its own. You'll have to call it in, hear what it has to say, and then just push it to the side. It will keep you. It will keep you in the good. It will keep your prosperity at its highest. Ironically, so it's kind of like if you think of it as like making money. If you're going along and you're making $100 a day, and you're like, I guess this is okay. And then you have this other energy come in and complain and complain and complain. And when you look at what they're talking about and you fix what they're saying and like, all right, I've looked at it, I think this should be different, that should be different. Then you start making $150 a day. Then you get comfortable with that and you're like, all right, let them come over again. They complain, they complain, they complain. And then you look at some of the things they were talking about, you improve to $250 a day. It just, they keep helping you to the point where you just keep making more progress. They help you get the most prosperity. If you don't call this energy in, it's like you make $100 a day, maybe after a while you make 110, maybe after a little bit longer 115, possibly the highest you'll get is like 120. So it depends how much prosperity you want from this. It's a painful way to do it, but it's a much more lucrative way to do it at the same time. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.